Hey, so let's get started with flows. Flows basically help you understand user paths before, after, or between events. So you can see the top paths where users take to reach a specific event. Quick example, you can explore what users do after making a purchase. So for example, I choose an event purchase completed and I look at what are the 3 steps that users do after they've made a purchase, right? Now, the flow report has majorly 3 parts: metric, conversion criteria, and chart type. So let's start with metric. Metric is where you choose the event, which is what do you want to analyze. So let's say I've chosen purchase completed, for example. You choose before or after, whether you want to see steps before or after the event, or probably both, right? So here I've just chosen 3 steps after, but I could also choose 3 steps before, and then it's gonna give me, okay, this is my purchase completed, and I can see what paths users took to reach to purchase completed and what are they doing after that, right? Okay, and you also choose number of steps. So obviously, like here I've chosen 3 steps, I could change it to, let's say, 5 steps, and so on and so forth, right? Okay, another thing that you can do here is also choose multiple events. So for example, you can also look at steps between 2 events instead of just before or after one event, right? So for example, I have purchase completed and I'm just going to do sign up completed. Okay, and I will do this wherein I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, so now you basically have, say, purchase completed, right? And you have sign up completed. And what this is now telling you is, okay, how do users traverse from sign up completed, and then you have three steps before purchase completed, right? So adding multiple events basically allows you to look at how do people sort of convert between 2 different events, and what events are they doing in between, right? And ideally, when you use multiple events, it flows basically acts like a funnel. So and what I mean by that is, it's, as of now, what it does is it calculates how many users move from event A to event B, and then detailing out their steps, right? So what this is essentially looking at is that, okay, what percentage of people actually move from, let's say, sign up completed to purchase completed, which is 995, 14%, right? Okay, now when I say it acts like funnel, so it also has a lot of funnel like features, right? So the first one is conversion criteria. So let's say right now conversion criteria, we've chosen 7 days. We can keep changing it like how we did in funnels. In addition to that, we can look at uniques, totals, or sessions, very similar to funnels, right? Okay, now when we choose a single event before or after, what happens is Mixpanel actually counts unique users by default, right? So I'm gonna go back to purchase completed, and what you'll see is it's counting unique users by default. So for example, you might not want to look at uniques, you might want to look at totals, right? So a quick example of such such a flow is that, let's say, you want to analyze the steps users take after they complete every purchase. Switching to totals would make a lot more sense rather than just looking at things on a user level, right? So I'm gonna go for totals, and it would give me slightly different insights on what's happening. Okay. On multiple funnels, so in multiple funnels, obviously you can set a time period, so which I just spoke about, but I'll just quickly take you guys through it again. Okay, so you can choose within 7 days, whatever your conversion criteria is. You can choose totals, events, or sessions. Total events, sessions, or users. Okay, you can also exclude users. So for example, you could be like, okay, I want to exclude users who did a specific event. So it's going to exclude all users that performed a specific event between event A and event B. You have holding property constant, which is again very similar to funnels, where sign up completed, purchase completed should have one specific property constant. Does not specifically make a lot of sense in this exact context, but let's say you have a product view to product purchase funnel. a product add to cart funnel, there you could have a product ID and keep it constant. Okay. Next, another interesting option that you get in flows is expand events by property. So what that helps you do is it allows you to break down an event by a specific property for deeper insights. For example, you want to see the steps before a purchase and break down checkout started by the search engine, just to understand which search engine drives the most conversions, right? So let's try that here. We're going to go here. We're going to do 3 steps before. Okay, and we're going to expand it by so we're going to choose checkout started and we're going to do, let's say, search engine. Great. So now if you look at it, it tells you, okay, Google has this conversion, you have Bing, you have DuckDuckGo, and it tells you how is the conversion doing across different search engines. Cool. Next we move on to chart type. So chart type, there are 2 major types of chart that you can have. So the first one is user flows, which is essentially what we were looking at right now, where it shows the flows that users take before or after performing a specific event. The next we have top paths, which displays the most common paths users take before or after an event. So we've gone through user paths. Let's go through top paths. So when you actually go to top paths, and I'm gonna try to okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do top paths to purchase completed. Okay, and this is what it's going to tell me, right? And actually, you know what, let's take a better example. So let's take sign up completed for that matter. Okay, now when you look at this, I mean, obviously, let's actually take a better example. So let's take product added for that matter, right? This obviously the first one does not make sense, but you look at top funnels to product added, it's product search, list filtered, product viewed, product added, product viewed, product added. So it just tells you what are the top paths that users are taking to add product. And you can also be like, okay, after a user adds the product, what are the top funnels that they're taking? So I could click here 0, and I could be like 3 here, and now what this is going to give me is that, okay, generally after someone adds to product, the top funnel is starting a checkout, or searching a product, filtering a product, and so on. Now let's take a look at a few of the additional features that Flow offers. So the first one is hiding events. So when you're looking at user flows, you can actually choose to hide specific events, right? So the way you can do it is that, let's say you want to be like, okay, I don't want to look at checkout started. So you click here and you click on hide event, and it's just going to hide it, right? And then you can also add more events from here in case you want to hide a few of them. Next, you can change the number of rows that you see. So right now, if you look at it, by default, we are seeing 3 rows, right? And I can actually change this to 5 rows, right? And I can keep changing that. So 5 rows means 5 custom events. It does not count other events as a row. Okay, you can also collapse or repeat it. So what collapse repeated means is that so a lot of time you have back-to-back events that keep occurring, that sort of destroy a flows report, and you're not able to get something meaningful out of it. And so what that does is, if there's an event that happens back to back, it clubs them into one, making it easier to focus on certain things, right? So you're gonna go here, and you're gonna click on collapse repeat. Okay. So if you look at this, what's gonna happen is you can take a look at these 2 screenshots to try and understand what exactly changes. But essentially, if there are 2 events happening one after other, Mixpanel will just club them into one. Okay. The next thing is show and hide custom events. So custom events are something that you create on the go within Mixpanel, And so you have the ability to be like, okay, do you want to see custom events in flows or not? So you can click here, you can be like, okay, show custom events or do not show custom events. For us, this is going to be the same report because I don't think we have any custom events, but yeah. Okay. Adding and removing steps. So, one thing that we did is we were specifying steps here, before and after, but you could also click on this arrow to add, let's say, one step, or you could click here to add one step previous. The last thing that you can do is actually break down by conversion. So what this does is it helps you analyze flows by comparing users who converted versus those who didn't. So for example, you want to track the flow from sign up to purchase completed for both converted and non-converted users. So you want to see what are converted users doing and what are non-converted users doing. So we're going to choose sign up completed, and we're going to choose purchase completed, and we're going to break it down by conversion. Okay, great. So this is what we see, right? So converted is in orange, right? So you can look at orange. Okay, they completed sign up, they viewed a product, they added a product, again viewed, added, and ended up completing a purchase. Whereas if you look at the dropped off users, right, which is